Voices in Praise is a youth choir made up of students in grades 6 through 12. We are the youth choir of Friendship United Methodist Church, but nearly 50% of our singers aren't members of our church. They are students who either attend a different church or who don't have a church home. Our doors are open to everybody. We don't have a fee, we don't have an audition. If you want to make music, Voices in Praise is the place where kids can do that. Some of the singers in Voices in Praise have been singing their whole lives, but for others, Voices in Praise is their first real choir experience. I love that about us. I love that we are a place where kids of all talents and experience levels feel welcome. I took on the leadership of Voices in Praise in 1998. We had 7 incredible singers on the roster. We had no budget, we had no accompanist, we had no uniforms. What we did have was a desire to be here and a desire to work very, very hard. With the blessing of a supportive pastor, Voices in Praise was born. What's the long-term impact of Voices in Praise? First, we give them incredible music. They are never going to forget singing Carol of the Bells at the National Christmas Tree or the Hallelujah Chorus on Easter Sunday. This music forms the soundtrack of their lives. I hope they'll return to it year after year. Second, Voices in Praise gives them the opportunity to build lifelong friendships. More than one singer calls Voices in Praise their second family. Third, and most important, Voices in Praise helps to give them a foundation and footholds in their relationships with God. I hope these are places that the kids will return when life gets tough. King of Kings and Lord of Lords, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Music is a lifelong passion. If we engage in the support of it now, it will stay with these kids throughout their lives. Voices in Praise gives our kids an incredible opportunity to serve God by serving His people through music. That's what it's all about. Voices in Praise has a policy that no singer will miss any activity, including choir tour, for financial reasons. More than 25% of our singers are receiving some form of aid. We've had that promise since we began, and I pray we'll always be able to fulfill it. The storm can shake my inmost core, out to that rock I'm clinging, since love is Lord of heaven and earth. How can I keep from singing? Voices in Praise is bigger than ever. We have more than 50 singers on our roster. We're taking more than 40 singers on tour. To think that we started with just 7 singers is pretty amazing. The costs involved in a project like Choir Tour are high, and like everything else, they seem to have gone up over the years. I remember my first trip, the bus for the week was $5,000. For this trip, the bus is nearly 3 times that cost. When Voices in Praise is on tour, we never charge for performances. That's surprising to some people, but we don't. It's also important that we don't ever stress a location. Meaning, for example, I spent last week on the phone with the director of several summer camps in the Seattle area. The kids who attend those camps come primarily from low-income families. It was great to be able to say to her, you don't have to house us, you don't have to feed us, you don't have to do anything for us. Let us come and minister to you and to your students. You could hear this sigh of relief in her voice as she just thought, whew, this isn't going to take away from my summer camp budget. Voices in Praise has had a lot of fundraisers along the way. From selling greenery to washing cars, we try to offer our kids opportunities to raise funds. but we also want to provide opportunities for them to work. It's important that kids learn how to work hard, whether they're serving pancakes at Applebee's or doing something else like yard work. It gives them an opportunity to learn the value of a dollar. All of those fundraisers help, absolutely, but they're fairly small drops in a fairly large bucket. What we really need is a good rainstorm. Voices and Praise is about more than making great music. It's about delivering God's message. It's about showing up. It's about being there for people and engaging people from all sorts of walks of life. It's about ministering to people that the world has sort of forgotten. When we walk into hospitals or prisons or children's homes or homeless shelters, there's a sense of loss. There's a sense of being forgotten. And when we go there and we say to them, "Hi, I'm here for you, I'm here to sing for you," people are often surprised that we would do that. But really, we're just doing what we've been called to do. We are being God's messengers. We are there to tell people that there's a God who loves them and hasn't left them. It's an incredible privilege to be able to deliver that message.